What up, guys? It's DJ, and we're back for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And guess who I
Hello.
got on here?
Hello.
What's up,
What is
man?
up, my man?
Another day, another day. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it another day.
Another day.
Another day of bad RNG for me. I had horrible RNG in ships tonight. I was mad about that.
We could easily get off topic and go all hour on this, but I do want to point out to CG the rewards for the Sith Triumvirate raid suck.
Oh, God. Thank you.
It's
Somebody said it.
well,
I mean, honestly, that is the most garbage. I just deleted it off the screen, too. I should have saved it so I could show it. But I had 8 stun cuffs, and then I had 2 other pieces of gear that I have literally thousands of that I'm like, okay.
I got the Mark V furnace. I got 8 of those, or 40 of those, and I already have 251 of them. And then I got, it was like challenge gear. That's what it was like. Everything was in the hundreds or thousands except for stun cuffs, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
But I
hey,
mean, like stun cuffs.
thanks for the 8 stun cuffs.
On the flip side, I would have been twice as happy with stun guns. Come on, CG, up those rewards. That's horrible.
Yeah, like you know what? You know what got me is let's talk about this. We'll call this one the state of the game.
State of the game.
State of the game. So a couple days ago, they come out with this infuriating question thing. Look, I get it's a Saturday night. I get that they did it off time. They've been working a 40-hour week. Blah, 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 blah. We're thankful for the fact that you had the right idea in going and letting people ask questions. But I swear to God, DV, it was like a politician.
Well, now, did you see how it all unfolded? The initial comments by Rye Diggs that insulted the player base, how he said he was going to purposely sink. Somebody was complaining about the nerf to the Scion Zeta, and that he felt that the value he'd invested in the character had been cheapened, considering it was both Zeta mats and money. And then Rye Diggs took it as saying, encouraging people not to spend money on the game, and he wrote a very insulting response to the character. And I will point out that I did an app review where I quoted him, so check it out. You can see his words there. It's on the App Store.
See, now this I did not know. I thought that they just came out of the kindness of their own heart, which is
no, the forums were up in arms over this. There were refunds being called in. I believe, I don't want to speculate on what the state of their financial states from what happened there, but it was bad enough that Saturday night, thanks St. Patty's Day night at like 10 o'clock, they do a live stream Q&A with only 1 hour advance notice. So whatever Q&A, PR storm, disaster they were trying to avert.
Made it worse, in my opinion.
I actually thought it made it a little bit better because I read the comments that Rye Diggs had made, and they had a lot of ass to kiss after that.
Yeah, but let's get down to the brass meat of it. They go and they ask a question about, are there any more ships coming out for ships? A simplistic answer would have been, very obviously, yes, there are more ships coming out for ships. But they're saying, we're not allowed to tell you that answer, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was typical PR corporate spin, right? We're not allowed to comment on anything other than the fact that we'll try and comment more often that we can't comment on anything. But, right? You read through all the things you really want to know, and then they just say, like, we'll tell you more later, we'll tell you more later, we'll tell you more later, and then we'll have more communication. You know, telling us you're going to tell us stuff later is not more communication.
Yeah, exactly. There is no common sense in that entire thing. If you read it, the only thing that I saw that was of any interest to me is the fact that there is a possibility. Now, they are asking their beta testers, which for those of you guys who don't know, their beta testers are some of the higher level guilds in the game. And what they do is they go to those guilds. Well, go ahead.
If you're watching this video, you've probably watched the videos of the beta testers. The game changers are definitely the same people who are beta testing this content. And then they know what teams to prepare. They know what content's coming out. Their guilds get the advantage that they can launch the T6 right away. And then
how do you think the Stormtrooper Han thing came out the same day that the Sith? Oh, we accidentally stumbled. No, you didn't accidentally stumble on it.
Manage to complete heroic that quickly. I mean, come on. I'm not trying to say it's an inside job or anything, but the beta testing program harms the greater player base because everybody gets upset when they see that we get 8 stun cuffs, not even stun guns, mind you, stun cuffs. And then this Team Instinct that has guild members that are part of the beta already know what teams to prepare once the raid drops.
Oh, but
they can
I love
harvest
it.
Treya shards.
Did you see that the Team Instinct and nothing against Warrior because he's a great guy. I love his videos. He comes out with great stuff. So this has nothing to do with Warrior.
This is not about Team Instinct. Yeah. This is about CG. This is about their practice.
Exactly. But I've noticed that since this raid and the update has come out, the burnout factor in this game has increased exponentially.
Yes.
I've noticed that
absolutely.
major guilds, I don't want to name
names. In our
names.
own guild, we feel the stress.
Yeah, but there are major guild group organizations.
It gets to me.
Well, you're childish and petty all the time, my friend.
That is true.
Let's call a spade, all right?
Very, very true.
But there are major organizations of guilds, that have broken up over this Sith raid and people not being able to farm it fast enough. And there are people out there who are just completely burned out. Even I have felt it to the point where I'm like, I'm considering shutting down my alt account because I don't have time for my alt and my regular, and I don't want to do the group of cuss any injustice by, I love Viv. Viv is a great woman, and same thing with Fury and Crimson. Dude, me and Crimson, I'm sending him to our council. He knows what I'm talking about. And Hunter and all those guys, they're great guys. And the last thing I want to do,
Crimson.
have a seat in the council.
Yeah, but title of councilman you do not get.
Well, what the story behind that is I hate to bring this up because it's bashing Team Instinct, but no, hold on, you got to hear this. You got to hear this story.
All right, let's do it.
It's bashing Team Instinct, but there was a point in my arena where I had to go against all the Team Instinct guys, and they're the top guys in my rank.
Your arena shard is brutal. No doubt.
Well, what's funny is that they're not half of them are not in Team Instinct anymore. They're now in Warriors of Echo. Whoa.
What?
Exactly. But hey, well, hold on.
Echo?
But their name still has the IN from Instinct, but they changed the name of the guild to Warriors of Echo. I don't know if that's still Team Instinct or not, but who cares? But anyway, so I decided to go on there and look because these guys have amazing, amazing rosters. And when I go onto their website, which by the way, Team Instinct has a website, we go onto this roster and we look at their thing. And in order to be in Team Instinct, one, you have to apply. You have to fill out an application.
They run your credit score. You have to be 750 or higher, or you're not getting in. It doesn't matter how much you spend. There's a credit application.
Well, hold on. Then you have to go before their council in the council room.
You're making this up, man. I did not know this part.
I'm not making this up. So I tell this to Cuss. I show them the application, and we had a laugh for a good while. And from then on, I told Crimson, I'm like, dude, I'm sending you to the council room.
I can only imagine the secret rituals that go on behind the closed doors, like Freemason stuff. The cutting of the bowels and the hands on the Bibles and stuff.
Oh, or the standing on the edge of the ledge with a rope tied to your area code and dropping the cinder block.
How many younglings do you have to kill to get on the council?
Again, this is not a knock against Team Instinct, but this ended up becoming an inside joke.
I hope if anyone from Team Instinct hears this, they have a chuckle, because it's meant in good fun.
It really is.
Respect for Team Instinct for funding the game that I love so much. Honestly.
Seriously, yeah, they definitely
the
funded.
Strategies and the help that you guys give the game is actually significant.
Oh my god.
So anyway, but CG, get your shit together.
Yeah, because you guys are basically a bunch of politicians on that video. I mean, in all honesty and reality, all they did, and you know what? I got a feeling says this video is going to blow up because all we're sitting here doing is, it sounds like we're talking crap, but I'm not, CG. I'm really not talking crap to you. I'm trying to tell you that from the game state of a person who has spent money. I have spent a significant amount of my money or what I feel is significant. And when I tell people the number, I'm not going to tell it on YouTube. But when I tell people the number of the amount of money I've spent, people go, holy what the hell's wrong with you?
Do you not have a mortgage?
When my wife found out how much money I spent, she looked at me like, she goes, you better be damn lucky you don't go out and drink with the boys and the only place you spend money on is this game, because I would divorce you. And so, I mean, I've spent money on this game. I've spent the fair amount. I have, where's my GP? That's since September of 2016. That's 3 million GP in a year and a half.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And I'm telling you that even from a free player perspective, you guys are doing us dirty. You really are. And you need to come out with something a little bit better that aims for both things. Take something and give a free-to-play player this, and then give the pay-to-play player that. And that way you're satisfying both crowds, because if not, you're just going to cause a huge divide and piss people off.
Yeah, so in my opinion, the real state of the game and the burnout comes down. Now, I have a very similar GP that you do. And so, my time, I block out 2 hours every night to make sure that I do well in both arenas. And then I'm fortunate that right after that we start raiding. And then if we have a pit, that's a half hour of my time. And then after that, if hat's going on, heroic tank raids going on, that's going to be another hour and a half of my time, roughly. And then I just
put your GP up on screen. You've got me beat still by 50K.
Oh, I'm a fortunate man. It's all superficial.
Jerk.
And then, so I'm already looking at 3.5 hours game time that I've been in nonstop, just doing the small commitments I want to do. I've simmed everything else at the daily challenges. But now on top of that, I've got 6 waves in 3 to 5 to 7 battles in territory battles. And they're okay the first couple of days, but by day 6, I haven't had significant rewards, and I'm getting pounded. My teams, if I get through all 4 waves, I've got over 20 Zetas, and half of them are on dark side, and I still can't do every single wave most times. And I get so frustrated. And then after that, I get to turn around and then jump on and do another raid now. And it's becoming way too much.
Oh, when they do 3 raids in a row. I mean, we have a pit at one time, and then right after that, we have a tank. And currently, now, we have the sit. And then let's talk about the
territory war right now as well.
The fact that we can do we do a tier 4 Sith raid because nobody wants to battle the tier 5 or the tier 6 for almost a week straight.
Well,
but we could do a tier 4 in less than 24 hours.
Exactly. And what was ridiculous is we hit ticket cap doing a T5, and the T4 we only had 1 refresh. We're going to burn through everything on T4. We're going to sit around, and if we wait to launch a T5, we might hit ticket cap again. So we have no incentive to even do T5 yet. Exactly. I mean, that is so incredibly frustrating that scales that much. And this is coming from 2 players that have over 3 million GP in a guild that's about 100 million GP, 110 right now.
What are we? Let me pull that up while we're talking.
I think we're 109 last I saw.
106. I don't remember if Peep is still on or not. I think Peep retired and then came back.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, by the way, shout out to Dr. Peeper. We love you.
Doctor? I thought it was a G.
Well, he calls himself something else, but on a different game, he calls himself Dr. Peeper. And since I've heard that, I'm a Dr. Pepper fan, and I figured.
So am I.
Yeah,
drinking one right now. I'm not going to plug anything though.
I've got mine right here from Taco Bell from while I'm.
What up?
Anyway,
I will not bow down to corporate sponsors.
Hey, Taco Bell, I am not opposed to you sponsoring me. I'm okay with that. Don't listen to this guy right here because he's going to get me in trouble.
Know where to find me.
So, but I mean, it makes no sense. There has to be a balance somewhere. And I mean, you're talking about a guild that can go out and, I mean, we slaughter a tank in an hour. I mean, it's not even fair. Most of us are scoring anywhere from 25 to 30 million. I didn't even try it tonight. I scored a 0.
I'm about ready to polish off my Hermit Yoda. That sounded horrible. To 7-star my Hermit Yoda. And then after that, I'm going to try and do the full hat solo. I'm going to try and get the whole thing done.
Can you just can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you not pop?
I'm sorry. I didn't even think about the euphemism.
Oh, God. But, I mean...
Despite the levity, the state of the game is tragic right now.
I'm going to let you carry this. Oh,
so,
shit.
while DJ composes himself, I'll take over for a second here. I do think that the rewards of territory wars should be spread out over 5 days. Not territory wars, but territory battles. Over the phases instead of all at the end. Because getting the little slugs that's not enough to even buy 5 shards of the character you're trying to get makes it incredibly difficult to keep going day after day through those battles. And the time commitment and the punishment you feel, are you going to be okay, man? Come on. Well, I think that's a wrap.
The best part of this, though, hold on. The best part, the reason why I keep laughing even harder is because they're listening to you talk in the background. And I can't stop laughing because I know that they're laughing on their end.
For those who don't know, by the way, I still don't know what PC's on the screen. I'm just talking into my cell phone.
Yeah. Well, thanks to the lack of high-speed internet in this building that I'm in my office right now, the office that we're in right now, they haven't updated the internet yet because they have to dig a hole through a highway or a trench through a highway to run the fiber optics to this building because this building is quite old and it's in an old neighborhood. And so until we have the fiber optics built in, there's no way to bring Darth Vaper on screen like you see some of the Game Changers do where they share the screens back and forth.
I should mention, by the way, I do live in the middle of nowhere. My internet sucks. I'm out in the boondocks of Idaho.
I feel like we've covered a lot. We've ranted about this game. I think we got a lot of our aggression out for this, and I'm gonna let DV go so he can go play with his Hermit Yoda.
Polish him off. I cannot wait to get that little man all finished.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be all shiny and gold.
We're gonna call it into this video at that point. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to hear, or I don't know.
Yeah, plug in the channels on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the channel on Discord. Comment on us. You can come join us, and we'll actually tell you guys when we're recording these live, so you can chime in if you want to and have a little fun with us. We try to do this at least once a week, and we'll record 3 or 4 videos in a row while he plays with Yoda.
We'll do this little call-in style like Frasier. They can call us up with their problems, and we'll explain how to fix it Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes style.
Hi, I'm having a problem with my Hermit Yoda. They make a little blue pill for that.
They do.
As Yoda waves at you.
I promise I didn't mean that intentionally. I really didn't.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I have this thing too where I have a Hermit Yoda from a YouTube video.
You got a little DJ.
You're wrong. I've got this Hermit Yoda video. I'll play it at the end of this video. I'll edit it in so you guys can see it.
We used to have it up online, right?
Yeah, I posted it online where Hermit Yoda is dancing and getting out of the battle. Anything other than that, I'll play it as our closing title scene so you guys can see it. Other than that, until next time, guys, we've had fun with this one. We'll see you guys around.
This shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out.